Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah,
what is up? What is up, everybody? It is your boy GeenieYus Musiq,
yeah, yeah,
and welcome back to the MSM Podcast. I got a real special one for you right here, man.
yeah.
This one's called Most People. Enjoy it.
Most people place limitations. Most people lack the innovation. Most people ain't too dedicated. Most people don't have the patience. I relate, it can be frustrating waiting on a dream, but nothing happens. And you wanna quench your satisfaction, and you wanna chase your fucking passion. Can't afford to quit, stay consistent. Key to success is persistence. And of course, you gotta be different. Gotta be selective with your friendships. Not everyone got good intentions. Some won't smile, but still wish you malice. Don't let that be a distraction. Use the hate to feel your fucking passion. And I promise the saga ain't over. I stay driven like stolen Corollas. Niggas flipping like on Motorola's. My trick spitting like that shit was Rona. My shit harder than having a boner.
I still can't kind of believe how I said that on the track. But that's the love of music, man. That's the beauty about music. I mean, like, you can literally say anything you want, right? Nah, man. This is my track, Most People. I've been dropping music, man. I've been having so much fun dropping some music. So excited about some of the shit that I've been doing, and I can't wait for y'all to hear some more. So, like I said, that's Most People off this range that I've been doing called Beke Le Beke. I told y'all I'm gonna start this thing, right? Like I told y'all weeks ago, and I have not stopped. I'm happy to report we have been keeping it consistent, and I think that was like the energy when I went into it. Like, can I be consistent? It wasn't really like a test for the fans, more so for myself. You know, I kind of wanted to make sure, like, can I live up to this test? Can I, be consistent, drop a new verse every single week, drop a new track basically? And yeah, man, we've been going strong, man. So happy that that's been the case. Anyway, welcome back to the MSM Podcast, man. I know we've been quiet for far too long, man. It's been far too long, but I'm happy to report that silence is symbolic, because like during this silence or during my downtime, I've had a lot of time just to work on a lot of stuff for the show that I plan to be like bringing forward, and it's gonna be a crazy couple of weeks, man. I just have so much energy, so much hope too, man, because I feel like I've done a lot of work, I've done a lot of research behind the scenes, and this is like the implementation process. So I'm super excited about that, and I can't wait to see what this sort of next path of the journey or next chapter of the journey unfolds. I can't wait to see how it all unfolds, and I'll be bringing you all the hottest content, man. Trust. So anyway, now that we're back, I had a special thought and on how we're gonna sort of kick back or sort of reintroduce ourselves back to the streets. I was thinking, obviously, like, because we know football is kind of coming back, and I've kind of noticed, if I'm being just honest, blatantly honest, the ball roundup is kind of getting good reviews. I've kind of been seeing in the comment sections and in the follows and downloads, and just been looking at my insights and statistics, and obviously I see that the ball roundup episodes are far more consumed than any other content that I'm doing, and that makes me really happy, because I like talking sports and I like everything around the world of sports. So I'm definitely going to continue that, and that just gave me the idea to obviously make this week or the reintroduction of the MSM Podcast to be a ball roundup centric episode, but not just that. If you're a sports fan or if you're a human being who has internet, or if you're a human being who has eyes and ears, you'll know what's going on in the world of sports, man. Lionel Messi. I think that's like the first starting point. But before I even get to that, like I said, this is our reintroduction, and I think because like I've been working on a whole lot, the idea is to sort of, kick off this new series where for this entire week, because, football is kind of coming back and leagues are going to be reopening and so forth, I just thought it would be, I guess appropriate. I just thought the time would be right now for us to just, get into the world of sports, get into soccer in particular, because as we know, most leagues are going to be kicking up, and we already know the League One kind of began over the weekend, Messi's league, and their team picked up a crucial win over the weekend, even though it was a bit hard fought. But they did it. So yeah, man, like I said, the starting point is going to be Messi. Oh my goodness. So y'all know I'm a Barcelona supporter through and through, and this hurts. It absolutely hurts, man. It really hurts, man. Like, it hurts in such a deep place. Like, I just found myself like watching their press conference and seeing him cry, man. Like, I think I beat him to the tears before he even got there, because I was like, holy shit, is this really happening, bro? Is this shit really happening? Messi, the great. Leo, the GOAT. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to make of it all, Obviously, we saw this morning, everything was basically confirmed, and, well, maybe not confirmed as yet, but, it was just about confirmed. And as of a few hours ago, just prior to me recording this episode, I just saw all the newspapers and all the media reporting that it's done, and I saw the video, that's trending everywhere on Twitter of him in Paris at the airport with the shirt on. It even said Paris. I was like, yo, this is crazy, man. This is actually happening. And I think a lot of football supporters are kind of still in this haze of confusion of, is this really fucking happening? Mind the French. Is it really happening? And, I think obviously, like, now with, seeing him in Paris, we know that it's a done deal. We saw that it's a 25 million euro deal over the course of 2 years, so he'll still be making quite a lot of money, and I think obviously it's way less than what he was making at Barca, but what he's gonna bring to the team in terms of shirt sales, revenues, etc., I think they've also worked out certain bonuses that he gets for winning the Cup, Champions League, Ballon d'Or, etc., so I still think over the long haul he makes a whole lot of money out of that deal, but I obviously don't think it's about the money, man. Messi has been earning the type of money that money didn't matter, and as you can tell, if you've been reading the reports and whatever, is that he was willing to take that pay cut at Barcelona. He really, for all intents and purposes, he was willing to take a pay cut and play for less. He was willing to make the sacrifice, but because of Barcelona's mismanagement of funds and poor running of the club, really, it wouldn't have mattered, it didn't matter. People were saying, okay, if you've been earning so much money and you really love the team, why don't you play for free? It wouldn't have mattered. It just wouldn't have, because, I'm pretty sure the people listening kind of know or are aware of Barcelona's dire situation with their funds, where, from what is reported, Barcelona in funds, in wages, their wage bill accounts for 110% of their overall, incomes and earnings. So, for example, they earn X amount and their wage bill is X times 10 or 10% more rather than what they're earning. So, essentially, you're making a loss and you're running at a loss every single year. So, they just couldn't. They couldn't maintain having Messi in the team. And that's sad, man, because I'm thinking to myself, with Messi, obviously you lose the prestige of having Lionel Messi, and you lose the goals, you lose the championship pedigree of a player like that. Other people obviously who do look at a glass half full kind of thing, obviously, there's a good argument to say, well, this gives other players a good opportunity, and for sure, I'm down for that. But think about it from Barcelona's perspective as a business and as a club. You're losing all of that. But the part that hurts you the most as a club, business-wise, is the fact that Messi probably, he accounts for, from what I read, 30% of Barcelona's overall earnings, which when they equated it was about 200 odd million euros. That's a lot of money, man. We're talking shirt sales, we're talking, ticket sales and whatever. Just off his likeness and whatever, Barcelona was making around 200 million euros a year. Just on the name, man. So you're losing that because there's no more Leo Messi shirts to sell, which is a big thing. The league is going to be opening, and from what I understand, it's not going to be as soon as this week where fans are fully going to be allowed back in stadiums, but we know that is coming soon. So it also begs the question, does the Camp Nou fill up again? Are people excited for this sort of new era of Barcelona, or are the pitchforks going to be out and the rioting begins? I obviously don't think that's the approach, but I can tell, man, from what I've seen online and on pictures and whatever, Spain is distraught, man. We saw fans crying. I saw this other family posting that essentially Messi leaving Barcelona is going to tear apart the family, I still think that was a bit of hyperbole, but I do get where they're coming from, man. Like, for me personally, I don't know if I've ever told the story, like on this platform or whatever, but like for me, man, like Barcelona and the rise of Leo Messi and when he was playing with Xavi and them, and even from his first goal, the Ronaldinho assist where he chipped over the keeper, right? Even all of that, when it all began, that was kind of when my dad and I would like, we had a bit of a strained relationship, right? And so Barcelona kind of created this moment for him and I to sort of have something to do every weekend, bro. Like, him and I would just like watch Barcelona games and just be in awe of the young talent we knew that we're seeing, because even when he was wearing that number 19 jersey, bro, like, we knew that we were seeing something special, that Getafe game, we knew that, oh my goodness, we're seeing like a once in a lifetime talent, so my dad and I kind of bonded over just watching that Barcelona team, its rise, and sort of falls in certain respects, but then when Neymar and Suarez came and Rakitic came, the rise sort of happened again, and it was beautiful, So for me, Barcelona is a team that I've loved watching, but it's also a deeper connection because of the relationship that then developed between my father and I, because it kind of became a thing to watch Barcelona games, and we'd have debates about it and just conversations around it. Like, we just really got into football that way, and then it in essence enhanced our relationship as well. So for me, Barcelona, like this logo states, more than a football club, man. Le Messi un club, right? Yeah, it's way more than a football club, bro. Way bigger. So to see this departure hurts in a place so deep. So deep, man. And I am hurt. And most people are saying I should get over it. But man, that is far easier said than done, which brings me to my next point. I want to play y'all a next jam before we continue with the show, man. I've been doing a whole lot of talking, and I'm gonna still be doing a whole lot of that, man. So I just think let me just play y'all a quick joint real quick. This is one of my other tracks called Said and Done, also a part of the Beke Lebeke series that I've been doing, and I'm really excited to also just get into how that series has been going and all of that good stuff. But more on that pretty soon. Right now, here is Said Then Done. It's GeenieYus Musiq. Beke Lebeke. Yeah, purpose driven, how my pen is moving. Every year I try to show improvements. Skin thick like accents and views. Still crazy with with the rings like Steph shooting from a place where streets are ruthless, where you always gotta honor curfews. Otherwise, you might meet your maker. We could turn you into Biggie's neighbor. Yeah. Smoke so much it feel like it's Jamaica. But the part that really hurts me most is the fact that ladies contribute. Every time I visit my hood and I contemplate my view, all I see is these kids smoking. And the part that really fucked me up is that they also dabble in the drugs. Last time that I was home, saw a young lady that I know, and I presumed he was finna roll. So I pulled up, how it goes. I don't mean to be too verbose. Could you hook me up with a smoke? But then I saw some powder in his nose. It was a winter, but my body froze. It took a second for me to compose myself, and I almost spoke. I almost said a quote to provoke. I could tell he don't want the smoke. Plus I thought I'm not the one to judge. I've been addicted to the stuff, crushing pills just to get a buzz. Then them drugs really fucked me up. Then I decided that I had enough. For my persona that was pretty tough. I'm a fighter and I hate giving up. Then I realized giving up in this case is more about self-love. If I can, then you can do it too. Say goodbye to the plug. Yeah. No, it's far easier said than done. I know this is far easier said than done. I know this is far easier said than done. I know this is far easier said than done. I know this is far easier said than done. I know this is far easier said than done. I know it is far easier said than done. Said than done. Yeah. Like I said, man, accepting that Messi has moved on is far easier said than done, bro. Yeah, man. I just thought this track would kind of capture the feeling best. You know what I mean? Especially with the chorus. Yeah, man, because honestly, man, moving on is not going to be simple. But honestly, as a fan of the game, as a fan of football, I think you also can't, be too down, because at the same time, bro, it gives you the prospect of seeing Messi linking up with Neymar again. And like I said, man, big Barcelona supporter, and I've been watching them for the past decade and more, And one thing that I'll remember as a highlight of being a Barcelona fan in this past decade or so, especially in this exact past decade or so, has been seeing MSN. I mean, bro, I remember reading a stat sheet. Sorry about that. I remember reading a stat sheet with MSN, and they'd scored something like 122, 123 goals amongst the three of them. And when they compared that, I think at that particular year, they were like 4 teams above them who'd scored more than 123 goals. 4 teams. And then the three of them, will put like 5th in Europe in terms of goals scored for a team. So imagine goals tallied up together for that particular team. I'm forgetting the order because this is a while ago, but I remember I was just reading that stat at that time, so I'm just recalling this off memory and whatever. But yeah, I read that stat, and it was like, I think it was Bayern Munich, Juventus, AC Milan or something like that. They had like about 168 goals, in and around there. And MSN, the three of them, bro, scored 123. And when you look at that, I mean, Suarez got his, but when you look at Messi and Neymar's numbers, they were just astounding. And that link-up play between them, I mean, you remember Messi would be on the right, and obviously, like La Liga defenders had sort of figured out Messi with the cutting in. Messi, you kind of know what he's going to do. It's just that you can't stop it even when it happens. Sometimes you're lucky that you can. And I mean, I wouldn't just call it pure luck. I feel like there are really good defenders out there. And so, they'll maybe pick his pocket, make the next pass for him a bit difficult. But when he's coming at you and he's really dribbling, most defenders probably have nightmares of just seeing Lionel Messi driving at them, And so he drive. And then once he's taken maybe like 1 or 2 players out of the equation, and you guys are sort of thinking, okay, crisis mode, we need to double up on Messi or whatever. And now you guys start going out of possession. Then you just make that cross-field pass to Neymar. And it's basically done because Neymar had the perfect first touch. He could dribble as well, and not to forget that curl shot that he had with his right foot. So that link up between the two of them was just phenomenal. And obviously, Suarez played a big part in making all of that happen. And obviously, football is a team game, and there were other components that made it work. But man, I just remember seeing that link up play between them, and now their Suarez is Mbappe, and I'm like, dude, everybody knows what Mbappe did last season and what he's been doing for the past 2 or 3 seasons, you know. And you can't ignore that. The kid is a phenomenal talent. I mean, look, if you're sort of looking at the next how the next sort of decade is going to look for football and who's going to be the poster child for football and you know, superstardom in football and whatever, you know, him and Haaland are arguably the guys. They're the poster child or poster children for the next decade or so in football, because these two guys, man, they're just an unseen talent, you know. I mean, the numbers that they just rack up are just, it's astronomical almost sometimes, you know what I mean? I mean, Mbappe, he finished with more than 40 goals last season for PSG, and they lost League One. You know, so they weren't having a particularly great season, and he posted those numbers. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I'm just looking at that PSG team. Obviously the pressure's on them now. You've got arguably the best front three in football history. You know, it's still yet to be proven. I mean, if they top what the MSN trio could do, which, you know, I think is likely. Obviously, Messi is not as young as he was back then, and neither is Neymar. But I mean, they've got Mbappe who can score, and they're playing, let's be honest, in a slightly less competitive league, and I say that with all due respect to the French league, you know. But we obviously know that the competition levels are slightly different, you know, as compared to the Spanish league versus the French league, you know. So you can't debate that it's gonna be difficult to see anything but a blowout by PSG. But my thing is, obviously, all eyes are going to be on them. And look, man, in a perfect world, we probably see score lines like 7-1, 6-0, 5-0 on a regular, you know, in a perfect, I'm just thinking, if everything goes like how it should go in a perfect world, Messi probably scores 60 odd goals this season, probably wins a Ballon d'Or unanimously. They win the Champions League, they do a treble, a French treble, and he does it again next season. You know what I mean? I feel like it's and repeat next season in a perfect world. But of course, this is the real world. Injuries happen, you know, lack of chemistry, egos collide. You know, it's very likely, because I mean, look at what PSG have done this season. I mean, if we start there, if we think about it from that context, I don't want to really mess it up, because that's kind of content that I have planned for the season. I mean, for the rest of this week and this series that I'm doing. But yeah, man, when you look at the rest of this PSG team, there's big personalities. There's massive personalities. There's incredible talent. So obviously, everybody will be expecting them to do the business. And obviously, I think they as well will be looking to rebound from a not so great season last season. It didn't start so well already, losing the French community trophy to Lille. I don't think that looked particularly good on their side. But, you know, it happened. It's sort of like a preseason game, so it's happened. And I know, but I mean, in history, I think that was the first time PSG lost that title in, I don't know, 5 years or something. It probably doesn't help me that I didn't read my stats up and all of that. But yeah, I know that the PSG hadn't lost that particular title in a while. So for them to kind of lose that already to kick off the season, I don't think it sets a particularly good tone, but then again, they didn't have their greatest players out on the field, so it is somewhat understandable. So obviously, I think they'll be looking to make a statement this season. They'll be looking to get that ever-elusive Champions League title. They've made a lot of strides in that direction. Let it be said, last season they got relatively close. The season before that, they got even closer, So one can argue that they're doing all the right things, and now they've got a serial winner in Lionel Messi. I mean, you all saw the trophy cabinet that Messi leaves behind at Barcelona, bro. Like, he won so many trophies for that Barcelona team. I think every possible club trophy he won, every individual trophy that he could win, he won, bro. Like, he just did it all, And the stat sheet, man, that Leo Messi leaves behind is, man, I don't know who's gonna beat it, man. A lot of exciting prospects to come, the Ansu Fatis of the world. And there's a lot of players, there's a lot of players who are looking good, young guys who can really make an impact. And I'm here for it. I'd love to see it. But yeah, man, as a Barcelona fan, this just hurts me, and I just don't know where we go from here as a club. But it happens. Like my dad said after, we heard the news, he just told me, like, hey, son, it hurts, it sucks, but it does give other players a chance to make a name for themselves. Messi also made a name for himself by replacing a great player in Ronaldinho, arguably. You know what I mean? It was not easy, I can imagine. And I mean, I remember losing Ronaldinho, bro. I was like, what the hell is Barcelona doing? And of course, it all makes sense now, right? But yeah, man, I mean, that's football, right? This is football. This is how it should happen sometimes. And I'm here for it, man. It's super exciting times to be a football supporter. And like I said earlier, I probably alluded to it, but I didn't necessarily finish my thought on it. My plan for this week is just to kickstart the MSM podcast again, do a week. Like this entire week, I plan to do episodes for just the ball roundup, just to sort of prepare us for this upcoming league. If you're a fantasy football player as well, watch out for one of the episodes I'm going to be doing this week as well, because I'm also just going to be getting into preparing for the fantasy football league, building up a strong team, some tips, advice on how to build a good team, how to register. I'm also going to be building like my own league as well that you guys can join. So super excited about all of that, and I can't wait, simply cannot wait to bring you all that dope content, man. And yeah, man, I feel like this is the good point to end it all. I've had so much fun recording this episode. It's so fun to be back and recording and making these episodes again. It's gonna be a while before we stop again, man. Trust me. I'm in my element right now. I feel like I'm fully back. Obviously, like a whole lot of stuff was just going on behind the scenes. And, it just left me having to deal with all of that. But now that all of that is behind me, I am re-energized, refocused, and most importantly, I am ready. So before I do go, I think it would be only fitting to just give you one more verse, and then we're completely out of here. I think I'm gonna leave everything on this note. Just thank you once again for all the support. Once more, thank you for y'all having patience with me. But yeah, man, GeenieYus Musiq is back. The MSM Podcast is back. The Ball Roundup is back, most importantly. We're going to be doing so many episodes, man, so please do stay tuned. I'm pretty sure y'all are going to love this. This is some new music, man. This is some shit you haven't heard from me before because it's not my song. It's a young homie by the name of Mando, and I'll make sure to drop the link on the description as well. But this is a young homie from KZN, all the way from KZN. Young homie, man, he's been making some good music. I must say, it's not necessarily my type of music that I listen to on a regular, but I've been kind of trying to break out my box in terms of, my artistic side and, listening to more influences music-wise. And he's one of the artists that I've been listening to lately, and I'm like, okay, young fella, I can fuck with this, So I'm really happy to play you this new track. Please do enjoy. Stay safe, y'all. COVID is still happening, so please do stay safe. God bless you. Peace.
Hey, 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 hey. I need my own house, I need my own home, I need my own hoe, I need my own hoe. I got gifts, I reside in the North Pole. You stuck in a bubble, like a freeze bowl. I need my own house, I need my own home, I need my own hoe, I need my own hole. I got gifts, I reside in the North Pole. You stuck in a bubble, like a freeze bowl. I'm making moves, I got the controller. I got my eye on the prize, I'm a vision boarder. Searching for the bag, but you're getting colder. I got stacks, and they can no longer fold up. Now watch your mouth when you talk, nigga. You attract what you also walk you talk, nigga. Don't dream too big is what I'm told, nigga. I'm bringing a BET award to 034, nigga. Now who are we without our minds? How dare you not dream yourself in the mansion sipping wine? How dare you not see yourself living fine, saying bye to poverty and saying hi to the high life I need my own house, I need my own home, I need my own hoe, I need my own hoe. I got gifts, I reside in the North Pole. You stuck in a bubble, like a freeze bowl. I need my own house, I need my own home, I need my own hoe, I need my own hole. I got gifts, I reside in the North Pole. You stuck in a bubble, like a freeze bowl. I want a penthouse, I want all those things I said I can't have. I wanna prove me right, I want a picture in the US, of course, with my niggas right by me, I wanna ball for a living, that's why I'm cooking in the kitchen. The bad things in life are more fun, like alcohol, bad girls, and motherfucking weed. I need my own house, I need my own home, I need my own hoe, I need my own hoe. I got gifts, I reside in the North Pole. You stuck in a bubble, like a freeze bowl. I need my own house, I need my own home, I need my own hoe, I need my own hoe. I got gifts, I reside in the North Pole. You stuck in a bubble, like a freeze bowl.